Hi everyone, this is Neha here, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to do a headstand. Now, when it comes to a headstand, because they look so intimidating, actually all inversions look a little intimidating, most people don't even try to bring them in their practice. So today we are going to first learn the techniques or the foundation of coming into a headstand. Now, we can never really underestimate the power of learning a foundation, especially when it comes to inversions, because when you know the right technique, you're not just throwing your legs up in the air and hoping that you hang in there for a while. Okay, so first let's learn how to get into this foundation. Now, when you're getting into a headstand, sit in Vajrasana like I'm sitting right now. There, you measure the length of your arms this way. Okay, so you catch your elbows, measure the length of your arms. Then you go forward, place your elbows down. Now, when you've placed your elbows down, from here you open your forearms and interlock your fingers like this. There, your crown or this portion of your head will be on the mat and the remaining portion will be supported by these fingers. Okay, elbows are going to be pressed inside. Make sure that your elbows are not falling out, so keep them in. And now, let's place our crown onto the mat, and now remember, we are not going to get our legs up in the air just right now. So even if you're a beginner, make sure that you include this in your practice, because while you're learning this, you're still getting the benefits of the headstand. From here, you will extend your feet, extend your legs, okay, like this. First thing we are going to practice is this movement where you're trying to press your heels down and then coming up on your toes. Okay, heels down and toes up. Once you practice this for a few times, try and walk one step closer towards your chest. From here we learn how to get into knee tuck. So bring your left knee close to your chest, toes up, get it down. And then right knee close to the chest, toe up, knee close to the chest. Practice this for as long as possible, for as many days as you want, because over here you're still trying to keep your back straight and your knee close to your chest, and this is the stage 1 to get into a headstand. Okay. Let's come down. When you're coming up, make sure that you keep your head low or come into a child pose for some time. And then you sit up. So this was stage 1 of getting into a headstand. Okay, where you learn to get your back straight and maybe beyond its vertical line, and then getting your knees close to your chest. Now, considering you've practiced this movement for a few days and you have a little bit of hip mobility and your hamstring flexibility, we now go close to the wall. This is one of the safest methods for any beginner to get into a headstand and not having any injury or not falling down. Even if you fall or lose balance, there's wall to support you. If you fall back, you're simply going to come down. So even if you are right at the beginning of your practice, you can include this. Let's measure our elbows, our arms. Open the fingers. Okay, now I'm very close to the wall. Crown is placed. I lift my hip up, and now you see, just in one step I am close to the wall. Okay, so here, once again, practice the same technique of knee close to the chest. Maybe get your second leg up. Okay, now get one leg up and then just press your back to the wall. Bring your another knee close to the chest, and then no need to balance over here as of now. Extend your legs. Now if you see, I am firmly supported by the wall, and this is one of the easiest way to get into a headstand without really having to balance and getting all the benefits of a headstand. So when you're coming down, try and bring your knees down. Practice this technique, because when you're practicing without going to come down. Now, stay in the child pose and slowly come up. So, we can all practice this method if you want to hold the headstand for a longer time, or like I said, if you're right at the beginning of your practice, this is one of the safest way to get into a headstand. Keep this in your practice forever if you want to. When it comes to inversions, it is best not to compare yourself with anybody else's progress, because to some people inversions come very naturally, to some people it takes a little bit of practice. So be close to the wall if you want. Remember that this is your practice and it is completely up to you to make it safe, make it a happy place where you feel like coming back to your practice again and again. Now, we've practiced the technique of getting up into a headstand using the wall. Now the second stage is coming a little bit behind, where you still have the wall support but not so much. Your back is not going to be supported by the wall and just your heels are going to be supported. So, elbows down, forearms open, fingers interlocked. Extend your knees and bring your leg into a tuck, knee tuck. Second leg up. Okay, here you have the wall around, so you can just get your feet onto the wall. From here we're going to practice coming into a headstand without the wall support. So bring your one leg forward, and you can practice this for a few days, and once you are a little comfortable, bend your other leg and then make micro movements where you get your foot off the wall. If you feel that you've got some air and you're able to balance over here, extend your legs, find the vertical line in your back, and while coming down, you can either get your legs back to the wall again and bring your knees down, or you can simply get them down away from the wall and come down, get into a child pose and slowly come up. Alright, now considering that you've practiced this and you have a little confidence, we have to move back away from the wall. When it comes to inversions, eventually at some point we all have to face our fears. So I'm going to show this last one, being a little away from the wall. Okay, the wall is not going to be supporting me, so it's completely on my spine and on the shoulders and my core to hold my headstand. So elbows down, fingers interlocked. Remember, elbows are going to be pressed inside, don't let your elbows fall out. Breathe in, support your head. Now, walk your legs back to a space where your spine is beyond its vertical line. Bring your legs into a tuck and then slowly bring your legs up and find its vertical line. And slowly come down. Get into the child pose. And slowly come up. Alright, I hope all these techniques help you to build an effective headstand where you can practice a headstand with integrity and make it a regular part of your practice. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.